You see, May 6th, we're concluding this series on suffering by talking about how to find joy in the midst of sexual abuse and assault. We're going to have survivor, Mary DeMuth, come in, and she's going to be teaching. She is a survivor, as I said, and she teaches all over the country about how to find joy and help and healing after sexual assault and abuse. She's going to be sharing her story with us, and then right afterwards, we're going to be hosting a panel discussion with her and her husband, and then C.G. Wagner and her husband. And C.G. is a member of our church. She is also a survivor, and she is going to actually, after that Sunday, be launching a support group here at Restore for survivors. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second, but I know that on May 6th, especially if you're a survivor, this could be a significant trigger for you. I realize that, and we want to be really sensitive to that. So we obviously want you to know that you are welcome that Sunday, but if you feel like it's so much of a trigger that maybe you don't want to be here in person that day, a great option is that we live stream on Facebook Live every Sunday morning. And so maybe that's a Sunday where you don't feel comfortable being in the room, and you want to be maybe at your home or with your loved ones and watch on Facebook and see everything unfold there rather than being in the room. So we just want to be really sensitive to that. I've heard Mary speak and share her story numerous times, but when I met Mary for the first time in person, the joy that she carried with her was astonishing. Who she has become in light of tragedy is really a testimony to Jesus' ability to transform a broken life. She's a child of 3 divorces, a victim of sexual assault at a young age, and she had a father who died when she was 10. Mary actually wanted to end her life in her teenage years. But then in the 10th grade, she heard about Jesus, and she knew that she wanted to chase after him the rest of her life. She's the author of more than 30 books, including Not Marked, Finding Hope and Healing After Sexual Abuse. And when Mary is here on the 6th, we'll actually be giving away this book to everyone who would like one. Now, I know that the church traditionally has not been very good at this, at highlighting sexual abuse and assault, especially inside of the church. We have not been very good at supporting survivors. You've seen the Me Too movement and the Church Too movement, and tragically, many churches have been awful at believing survivors and supporting survivors. I'm standing here before you today, and we're doing what we're doing on May 6th to tell you that we will not be one of those churches. We want to be a church where survivors are believed, where they are cared for, where they are supported in the ways that they need to be. And so that's who we are, and that's who we would like to be. And on May 6th, like I said, we'll be launching a support group for survivors led by CG. It's going to be private and confidential and judgment-free. It's going to be centered around God's presence, prayer, and holistic healing. And CG will explain all about it on May 6th, how it will work. But if you want to go ahead and start getting in touch with her over the next few weeks to let her know that might be something you're interested in, the best way to reach her is just her email, cg@restoreaustin.org, ciji@restoreaustin.org. You can just let her know that you're interested in the support group for survivors, and she will take it from there.